Release the Kraken!
Welcome back, fellow game designers. In this one, we're going to go ahead and orient Mario's joints. So to kind of understand joint orientation, it has to deal with making sure all the joints are facing and rotating in the same way. The reason that's important is if we try to rotate a joint and they have different orientations, it can cause some problems. So to see what we're doing, let's go ahead and turn off Mario's skin. So over here in channel box, go ahead and poke all these, turn all the skin pieces off. Okay. Now if some pieces do not disappear, no big deal, we'll just go ahead and add them. So the nose goes to the head group, so I'll click on head, right click, add selected. That works. My left and right arms, so this is going to be my left arm. Just grab the skin pieces, shift select those. Grab the left arm because this is Mario's left. Right click, add. Do that here. This is going to be Mario's right. Add. I'm going to grab these. This is Mario's left leg, so leg left. And then the right leg, leg right. So here we have the skeleton. Let's go ahead and grab all the bones. So come up, go to select, all by type, joints. I'll grab all the joints for you. And then we want to turn on local axis visibility. So go up to skeleton. And you get this two different places. You can do display, transform display, and then local rotation axes. You can do it that way, or you can get it inside the orientation tool. So I go up to skeleton, come down to orient joint, options. And I want to click toggle local axis visibility. And that'll give us some little flags here that kind of tell us the direction of our bones. Now Maya does have a preset orient. You can see that these have been set, but they're not that great. You see how this one points this way, and this one kind of points that way, but they're not really down the bone. They should be. So X should be down the bone, and Y should be up, Z should be forward. That looks correct, but it's not, because this is not going down the bone. It's kind of off. You can see how this one's kind of off. Kind of off. This one's not even the correct way. These are kind of forward, but look. See how it's pointing down straight, but not quite following the bone? That's a problem, right? So I'm going to continue on and kind of reorient all of these. Okay. So on this side, I like that Y is up and Z is forward. This being rotated down, Z being forward, that looks fine here. I'm actually going to flip these a little bit. So our primary is going to be X, and then our secondary, we're going to do that one. Let's do that as, I think we'll do YY. So primary is X, YY are our secondaries, and we're in the positive. And then we'll hit apply. And that should be good for those. This one is good. You can see these are all snapped down the bone. That's good. This one turned out well, even though those usually don't. On this side, this is just the opposite, which is fine. This one we'll have to do by hand. And then down on the leg, we want these to kind of match the world here. You can see how this has Z forward, Y, X. Let's do that with this. So this one, let's change the primary here. Let's change the secondary axis. Go ahead and make that Z. And I'm only selecting the hip here. I'll hit apply. That looks correct. So Z is forward, Y is to the right or left. So Z is forward, Y is over here to the right. So that is basically this piece rotated down. That's good. Do the same thing on this side. Apply. That's good. Now the issue that we're having is the knee joints are not cooperating. So I'm going to uncheck Orient Children. I'll grab the knee. Let's go ahead and flip the sign here, and I'll hit that. There we go. So Z forward, Z forward, Z forward. Awesome. Grab this one. Z forward, Z forward, Z forward. Okay, so it looks good, 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 good. Down the bone, down the bone, down the bone. So this kind of ensures that if I go into this joint here, and let's say I pull this forward, right? That gives us a set of values. And if I continue pulling things forward, it'll consistently be the same type of value. So in this case, forward is negative, 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 negative. These are all negative down the chain. This one is negative, but it's in the wrong axis, right? These are all negative z, 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 z. This one's a negative x because it's facing the wrong way. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that one. Control Z back. We'll come back to these in just a second here. Go up to my spine. I want to make sure my spine is following the same as all these. So I'll grab this one, grab my orient tool. Thank you. And I'll go ahead and hit apply. Make sure this is positive. Try it again. There we go. That one matches. Let's go up to the next one. Apply. So that didn't flip that one. Let's do this one as a negative. There we go. Apply that one. Yes. Now there are different schools of thought on this, but the general thing to note is as long as you're consistent, it's usually fine. I say usually. There are certain preferences for certain rig types, and it's a good idea to research them based on the rig that you're building. But this should work out fine for us. All right. Now we're going to do the end joints. So the ones that are at the very end, so like this one at the very end of the head, you can see that one does not work over here. And if I go into my orientation tool and I select it and I hit apply, you can see nothing happens. That's, again, a thing with Maya. It does not update the end joints. So I'm going to close that and go into the joint here. Control A gets you to the options, or go to the attributes here. That works too. Scroll down to joint and look for joint orient. And we're going to set the orient to 0. And then it'll obey its parent. So that one's aligned. We'll do the same thing on the very end of the hand here. Set that to 0. Grab this one. That one looks like it's already good. We'll do the feet. This one. And then this one. Very end. Get those. Okay, so now all of the joints are aligned to the same type of direction. Right? Okay. We can turn off our axis flags. So I'm going to go to Select, All by Type, Joints. Now you can get to it by going to your Joint Orient tool and going to Options, but I'll show you another way. So we'll go to Display, come down to Transform Display, and there's local rotation axes right there. So you hit that, you can turn them off. Okay, so he's all ready to go. We can turn Mario back on to get all of Mario's pieces. All right, let's go ahead and save it here. And the next one, we'll go ahead and start skinning Mario to his skeleton. And I shall see you in the next one. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my channel. Misty and I both thank you. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can check out some of my books. I like to write, a bit of writer. You can check that out at brucebooks.com and see the works that I've done. I have 2 books out, but I'm working on book 3. That's where most of my time is going these days. Also into NFTs lately. I've created my own NFTs. I have little Rex here. We have the holidays going by. I know Valentine's Day just passed, but they're here. You can check out my Rarible page and all the amazing NFTs. You can also check out Stepdad Doge. I made a cryptocurrency. He's a bit of a meme, but that's kind of the point. The official white paper is out, so you can go ahead and check out the white paper and see what it's about, see who all's in it. You can see how the coin works, what the rules are. If you're into meme coins, it might be something you enjoy. Again, it is a meme project, so only invest if it's something you really want to do. But you can check out the tokenomics and all that stuff, exactly where the project is going, kind of the ideas behind it. and what I want to do with it. We also have official Stepdad Doge merch, so if you're interested in that sort of thing, kind of grab some of that stuff. We also have Lame Duck Studio merch, which is available as well in the description. And we also have Stepdad Doge NFTs for the fun of it. Of course, we have the holiday ones and the gotta have the floss going on in there. If you'd like to see what's going on in my daily life, you want to communicate with me on a regular basis, hit me up on Twitter, BruceRF1. You can see a lot of stuff that I do, my pets, stuff that I write about, NFTs, you ask gaming questions or whatever not. All that stuff really helps me out, and it helps me make more content for you. So anyway, stay tuned, and I shall see you next time.